three of them, so we have given 1, 2, and 3. So let's go ahead and list them as we mark them on the picture. So we have FG is congruent to ED. That's by the given. And let's notate 1 tick mark on FG and 1 tick mark on ED. What does our second given say?
Angle 1 is congruent to angle 2.
Good. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 by the given. And let's notate as well. Let's do a recall on isosceles triangle. Would you agree that triangle FHE is an isosceles triangle? So if the base angles are congruent, what must also be congruent in that triangle? The side FH and side EH must be congruent. And I should put 2 tick marks each. So let's write out FH is congruent to EH. And that one had a specific reasoning. It was, if 2 angles in a triangle are congruent, then the opposite sides are congruent. Oops. Then opposite sides are congruent. Could we now list the second or the third given? What does our third given say?
H is the midpoint of GD.
Good. H is the midpoint of GD, and that's by the given. So looking at the picture, if H is in the midpoint of segment GD, what must be congruent to then? GH and HD. GH is congruent to HD. And that's definition of what? Midpoint. So now I can list the 2 triangles are congruent to. Let's highlight the 2 triangles that we're looking at. This triangle right here is congruent to this triangle down here. And that is by which congruent statement? Side, side, side. So we know triangle, let's call it FGH, is congruent to triangle. If I go from FG to H, we need to go from triangle which point? E, D, H. Very good. And our final goal says angle G then must be congruent to angle D. And that is because of what? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.